let me introduce Simon, the media officer for the Reggae Boys of Jamaica, and of course, Coach Steve McLaren, a global icon in the coaching sphere. So, glad to have you here at the Unity Cup. Like I told you, lifelong Miami fans, so it's great to be with you. All right, so let me start the ball rolling by asking you, what does this Unity Cup mean to your team in terms of your preparations for the longer-term objective of your team?
The longer-term objective is qualification for the World Cup.
Sure.
And this is just one of the milestones to achieve that at the end in November. But when I came to Jamaica 8 months ago, I got the job. One of my dreams, one of my things I wanted was to bring the Jamaican national team to the UK.
The UK, okay.
And it's because we have 500,000, I think, Jamaicans in London. And so I think it's been quite a while. And I do know that they came to the UK in '98 when they last qualified for the World Cup. So it's important that community is for all Jamaicans, and this is what I've learned, community is so important. And they really value their own people wherever they are in the world. And to see the national team in the flesh is a rare opportunity. So we're giving them that opportunity. I think the second reason was in terms of we want to increase and improve football in Jamaica. And we hope to do that by giving the Jamaican players, the local players, bigger experiences. So not just on the island, but yes, they play in CONCACAF. But to come to the UK is a real education for them. That's not just the players I think we brought 9, which is half the team, but also about 10, 11 staff. So we can educate. That's one of the reasons is qualification World Cup, but also to educate and try and get Jamaican football elevated, individual players elevated. So this trip here is perfect for people to get experience and the fans of Jamaica to see the team in the flesh.
Thank you, Coach. Questions? Yeah.
Hi, Sam Tabito from the Hounslow Herald. Obviously returning to England, it's quite a unique experience to be leading out Jamaica. I wondered what you've made of your time with Jamaica and how it compared to your stint with England.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't end the same. So, look, I think it's well documented. I worked with FIFA and we worked with Jamaica in terms of a global project. So I knew all about Jamaica. And when the opportunity came to manage them, I thought there's so much potential. Not just on the island, but not just in the UK, but around Europe, so around the world. And each day we were discovering more Jamaican heritage players who could play for us. So recruitment is one thing, but also improving football on the island is another thing. It's been what I would say an interesting experience and one I've really enjoyed. And I think the key to Jamaica and coming and joining the players, I mean, in between the camps, we have to logistics and organise. But when the players come, oh wow, it's energy, it's attitude, it's joy, it's a smile. They enjoy life, and that's a culture which I've had to adapt to, and I'm adapting. And for me, it's been, we've achieved all what we wanted to achieve. We topped the group in the Nations League. Unfortunately, couldn't get past the USA. Qualified for the Gold Cup, which we've got in the middle of June, and World Cup qualifiers to go into a group stage to qualify for the World Cup. So this is just a milestone. As I said, for the UK, London, Jamaican heritage descendants to actually watch the team. Unfortunately, we can't. This is the stage of the season. We can't have all the players that we wanted. Many of them from the Premier League and playoff have not been able to make it. So it's been a great opportunity to bring, half the squad from the island and some players from, say, Championship, League One who've finished the season 3 weeks ago. So it's look at some, get fitness into others, but the bigger goal, as I said, this is a milestone to achieving the big goal, which is World Cup 26.
Okay, gentleman here.
Daniel Demensa from Benchview Sports Media. You've already faced Trinidad twice this year. What did you learn from their squad, and what strengths do you think you can impose on them?
Yeah, I think Trinidad have done really well, appointing Dwight York as the coach. And what I saw in the 2 games, I know Dwight well, real thinker of the game, real intelligence about it. Absolutely perfect for Trinidad because he knows them. So therefore the culture he knows. And I've seen a vast improvement. I think we both played local teams against each other. I was very impressed, tactically very astute, very aware. And then I watched them against Cuba to qualify also for the Gold Cup, which is a great milestone for them. And I was impressed in such a short time what Dwight has put into the team. So I think they've got a bright future. I think they'll climb up the rankings in FIFA. And tomorrow is going to be a tough game for us, because we're not at full strength. We haven't got the team we want, and as I said, we're planning World Cup qualifiers and Gold Cup, so we have to be wary of what we do. But tomorrow for us is purely an opportunity for individuals to show that they can get into the World Cup squad or the Gold Cup squad, because we still have 3 or 4 places up for grabs.
We have our correspondents in Jamaica, Gario, Graham. Can you go ahead, Gario?
Hey, Coach. Speaking of some of the players that's coming back, Mikuel Antonios was able to stop by practice this morning. Like, what does that mean for the team and for just the Jamaican fans to see him back out there after his unfortunate?
One, it means a great deal to me, personally, because when I saw the photo, I thought, how can anybody survive a car crash like that? So to come out as he has, and still having an opportunity to play football, he's such a determined character. I never expected him to be as far ahead as he is now. He's on the field, he's training, he's still got a way to go. And what's your ambition? I said to him. He says to be in the Gold Cup or the World Cup qualifiers, September, October, November. So remarkable. And having him around the team, we've missed him. We need a number 9. Everybody needs a goal scorer, and that's also what we're searching for. So this tournament gives us an opportunity to do that. So it was great to see Mikuel make progress, really lifted the team. You could see training this morning was full of energy, full of smiles, and Mikuel was a big part of that.
The gentleman at the back. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, Steve, Nishal Shvagovitel from Olympics.com. You spoke a little bit about the experience that you feel that your team can gain from Unity Cup. Could you go into a bit more detail about what exactly experience they can only get from playing at this tournament?
They're playing, okay, Trinidad we know, and what I'm learning is any game you have in the Caribbean is always a tough game. But it'd be great, whoever we play, Nigeria or Ghana, to experience that different type of football. And so we're broadening the horizons of the local players, and this is perfect tournament in which we can do that for the players. So there's 9 of them that have come over. I think we had 10 against St. Vincent, and we've played local camps against Trinidad already. So we're giving some experience and education to the locals. It'd be great for them. They're discovering what jet lag is, like different time zones, and they know now that UK players who travel to Jamaica or even from Saudi Arabia or wherever they're from, wow, it's a tough journey over, and how committed. And I think that's a key thing, how committed. A lot of people say, well, these UK players, European players, are they really committed to the Jamaican cause? And you want to go to Jamaica and get a flight over there and a flight back, having to play for Jamaica twice and then come back and play in your club football. it's tough. So to make that sacrifice, you've got to admire whoever comes over. So I think, you know, the staff, JFF staff, players, medical team, everybody has appreciated what the UK players, foreign players, European players experience to play for Jamaica.
Gentleman in front.
Hi Steve, David Olusende for The Voice. You mentioned the strong Jamaican community in London. I can tell you that Jamaicans are really excited for this tournament. I wanted to ask, how excited are you for the tournament, and what shape are the team in ahead of your fixture?
Yeah, it's been, you know, when the fixture came out, it was perfect for us. We were due to play on the 28th, which would have been more ideal than coming here, and it was good. But we did, I suppose we did, but we knew that we wouldn't have, you know, our best players from the Premier League here because they're still in season, and we've got 2 more tournaments in which we have to get results. So we knew that this is an opportunity to bring local players and younger players and players who need to get fit for the World Cup qualifiers. So that's the it's been very difficult picking this squad, and even to yesterday and even to today we're still waiting for probably 1 or 2 more players to arrive because of certain things happening. So the squad is not complete. We haven't got the full 23 players, but hopefully by tomorrow, Wednesday, we should have.
Gentleman in front.
Learned from Jamaican culture since taking over as manager, and how has that, if at all, influenced your managerial style?
Yeah, what it's taught me is to try and chill a little bit more. You know, it's an experience. It's very difficult, you know, at times, logistically, organising, and you know, I've had to adapt to that. But in terms of you know, what I love really is being on the field with the players, and that's my joy. That's my pleasure in this job, and I've learned that, you know, we need to be more prepared than we have been, and you know, everyone's talking about the players, and for me, that's the joy of the job, is the players. And as I say, I have to go out on the field and in the games and be around the hotel with a smile on my face, because that's what Jamaicans do. They enjoy life and they want to. But before this, I was a little bit more serious and get the job done. So I have to relax a little bit more, which I've tried to do. But still get the professionalism and the discipline from the players, which the majority are used to from their clubs in the UK.
Yeah. Now you talk so much about being relaxed, so I want you to be relaxed now. I want to ask you one question about being relaxed. Now, the Jamaicans, they have this way they talk. So I think the language is patois or something. How easy was it for you to adapt to how they talk, and do you speak patois now?
Not at all. I thought you were going to ask me to close my eyes and breathe a little bit more to relax. That's also, you know, different languages it's been well documented in the past. Wherever I've been, I've always adopted the local twang, shall we say. Like, is something that I've got no chance of understanding. When they're together, you don't understand a thing. But we're very lucky and very fortunate that they speak English, understand English. So communication is very easy, and they're quite. The humour is quite cheeky, and I like that. So sense of humour is very important. And yeah, thanks for the question. You made me really chill.
Thanks for answering us.
All right, thank you, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for that. We'll take a big